Is going to be high in protein, and it's also going to be high in fat and carbohydrate, and this is designed to help an athlete or someone training to be in a caloric surplus. So I think it's really important to make sure that if you are going to have a mascara, and whether it's...
Good morning, guys. I just thought that I would make a video today going over the different makeup products that I use, because a few people have asked about like my lip gloss and things like that. So why not, since I'm getting ready? So to start off with, I've just put like a light moisturizer on my face. You can definitely use a primer if you have one, but I don't at the moment. So I'm just opting for a basic moisturizer that doesn't give off too much of like an oily finish. Reason being, I'm using this cool product by MOoie. So I have 3 different products I'm going to use by these guys today. And it's actually a new brand. I used to use Napoleon for everything, and a friend of mine, when I was down in Tassie, actually got me onto this. She owns a makeup studio down there. So MOoie is the foundation that I'm going to use today. So I'm just going to start by taking like a spongy thing. I'm sure it has a more formal name, but so I'm going to use that. Some lovely bags under my eyes this morning because I got to bed at about 1 o'clock. So hopefully this makeup does a really good job at covering up how tired I truly look and feel. This is actually a very dewy finish. Oh, it has a very dewy finish. I'm used to the Napoleon stick foundation, and it's full coverage, as is this. But yeah, it definitely leaves a much dewier look. So depending on what your preference is, you can actually go in and set it so that it looks a little bit less dewy. So this isn't where I normally do my makeup, so I'm having a hard time seeing what it actually looks like, but I feel like it's probably better for you to see. And as for the actual color that I'm using, it is the 208 Buff finish. If you wanted to go over, I could probably do a little bit more here where I have some acne scarring and like a little blemish, and same just under here. But this is just day wear for me, so I don't really need to have anything super fancy. I'm then going to use just a concealer. So this is a Rimmel. It's quite a bit lighter than my regular skin color. It is the classic beige. So I'm just going to take that and draw kind of like triangles under my eyes. Highlight through my forehead. And I'm not leaving it like this. The brush again, using the pointy end this time underneath my eye. I'm just going to draw that right out and kind of even it in through to the corners. I used to use a Napoleon contour and concealer set, which had 3 different colors in it, and I would use the light one under my eyes. Just gonna tap gently under my eye just to smooth that over and make sure it's completely blended. That's what it finish is like. So this is the powder, so it's Myrtle 33. So it has its own little sponge in here, but I'm not using that. I'm going to use a larger brush to apply this. So just something like this. It's got a nice big fluffy end. It'll just go over and give more coverage. So I'm going to take some on here, flick off the excess, and just kind of like tap. Cool. So that's the powder if you want to set your makeup and change its finish. Actually get to my face. Okay, so I'm going to do some contouring and bronzing now. So I'm using this Hoola bronzer. So it's got this cute little like brush in there, but I'm not going to use that one. And I'm going to take a brush like this. It's kind of got like a pointy finish, good for contouring. So I'm just going to run that up just on my cheekbone or underneath. Now, depending on what light you've got, don't go in too heavy to start because you'll end up looking like you have bruises on your cheeks. I have made that mistake before. If I'm getting ready in a really bad light and you end up using too much and you look like a clown. So start light and then gradually add if you feel like you need some more contouring. And also there are some really cool tutorials online that can help create more shape depending on what your face shape is. So I have a really oval face. So this is apparently what is meant to complement my features best. So that's what I'll use on my cheeks. Just going to take a tiny little bit more, shake off the excess, and go in just up on the corners. And again, that kind of just creates a little bit more definition, gives you some shape, and because you've gone through with the highlighter here, it just gives you a nice glowing look. And then I'm going to come in underneath just on my chin again, create some more lines. Cool, so that is my bronzer. I'm now going to use this Natio dark contouring palette. So mine is basically empty. I don't use this that much anymore, but to show you what I could do with contouring. So this has usually 3 different colors. So I'm going to take the lighter one and I'm going to go down my nose. So just through here. So I kind of have like a natural shadow that kind of comes through here anyway. So I'm just going to follow that down. And again, don't go too dark too early because you might not have anywhere to go. So that looks ridiculous right now, but I'm gonna blend this a little bit just through here and on the bottom of my nose, and then even just into my lip. Just makes it look a little bit fuller, but I actually have fairly full lips anyway. So I don't need to do that too much or I'm gonna look like I have like a rubber dingy lip. Okay, so then just take the back of your finger and I'm just gonna kind of blend that in a little bit more because it is quite dark. Again, this isn't the normal light that I would use to get ready, so I'm having a hard time actually knowing. I'm going to use the brush again, just going to wipe off the excess on the back of my hand and then kind of blend that through a bit more. So again, depending on your personal preference for contouring, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You might already have a nice, perfectly shaped nose. Unlucky you if you do. So yeah, I probably would do a little bit less. I can see that's quite dark, but just for the purposes of this, to show how you can create a more narrower nose if you prefer that look. So that is what I would do for contouring. Again, using the same palette, I'm going to take the slightly darker color on the end, so it's like a chocolatey brown, I guess. It's the darkest one in the palette, and I'm just going to come in underneath my eyes. So I used to use eyeliner under my eyes, and I got lazy because I'm still using the brush anyway, so I just decided that I would prefer to create that smoky look just with a powder instead. So I just moved to Florida and it is hot all the time. But it rains a lot. We have like a monsoonal season for their summer, so you can guarantee for every nice day there's also one that pours with rain all day. But it's really warm, so it makes it okay. Okay, so that's what I have done just for under my eyes. And you could also use the lighter color if you didn't want it to be so obvious, if it's just for your daytime makeup. But I tend to wear fairly moderate coverage during the day as well, and my night makeup doesn't change too much other than that I will play around with the eyeshadows and perhaps a lip color. But yeah, so that's what I'll put under my eyes, which look very tired. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows, and I never actually used to do anything to my eyebrows until I realized I had them and I could. So first off, just while I'm kind of playing around with my eyes, I'm going to use my eyelash brush and just straighten those, because I have just got up and obviously they're not going to be sitting very straight. And if you do have lash extensions, gals, if your therapist doesn't give you a brush, they're an idiot. But most therapists will, because it's kind of the new thing. Yeah, but make sure you do look after them and brush them so that they don't look like spider's legs. And yeah, I also wash mine like, so I had C curls on. They need to be done actually. I haven't had them done in 2 weeks. But these are a C curl. They're a 13 length. And she kind of tapers them and they become smaller as we go through to the ends, but they're longest in the middle. I'm gonna do the same thing, just brush through with my eyebrows now. I would love to get feathering done, but I haven't had time yet, so that's the next thing that I will probably do when it comes to beauty, because it means it's one less thing I have to worry about every day. So eyebrows, again, MOoie. This is an eyebrow medium. It's a duo powder. This is actually made in USA, guys, so I'm pretty sure you can find this at Sephora, and there are probably places online. So I'm going to take the darker color here, and I'm just using a really thin, I don't know if you can see that, just a shaping tool. And to start off with, I'm just going to actually outline where I want my brows. And then actually going to draw up and out. Again, this is really hard to see with this light, but basically I go in and create the outline first and get those nice straight lines. And I would come down here. I'm actually going to go and do this in a bathroom that I can see, and then I can show you the finish. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, it's not on.
Sorry.
So Lane obviously finds this funny. So I don't actually like this product as much as, say, like a pencil, which it kind of sticks to your skin a little bit better. So like I don't have a lot of hair naturally through the center of my eyebrows. So it doesn't kind of give you the perfect shape and I don't have a pencil at the moment to even go over that, so I'm just gonna leave that. But you can kind of see where I'm going with that. I like the nice look, and I bring it in a little bit closer, just in line with my nose. So that's eyebrows. I'm then gonna use a just Revlon ultra volume mascara for the bottom lash. Sometimes I won't bother with mascara just because I have the lash extensions and it's kind of like a nice natural look right now. Anyway, but if you prefer to be a user of mascara, you can. Like this. I like try and do it with my mouth closed, because it's kind of unnecessary. You do not need to drop your jaw to the floor. If you wanted to, you could take your brush and kind of go over this and just even it out. That kind of looks really thick. I'm not used to wearing that much on my lash, so I'm just gonna take a little bit off once more over the lashes. Cool, so the thing that most people commented on is my lipstick, so I'm gonna give you my secret, and hopefully you can try it as well. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Revlon lipstick. It's kind of just like a neutral color. It is Lip Lacquer 585, if you were wondering. I've had so many different colors. I don't dislike this one, but it's not my favorite. It kind of throws a little bit too much coral. But anyway, so I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit on the bottom. So it's not quite finished yet. I don't like this clear look. I'm really fussy with colors on my lips. This is something that I have used for years. It is Napoleon Honey Child. You can see that there. It's actually a loose eye dust. So I just take a little bit and tap it again. It's running out. I need to get another one. And that is all I do. Sometimes I'll put this like in the inner part of my eye, but not today because this is just a day look. So yeah, that is what I do for my makeup. Yeah, hopefully you can try too if you like it. And yeah, as I said, go and find out what contouring is more suited to your face shape. And eyebrows are really important. I never used to do my eyebrows, and I can see that it really adds and creates more shape to your face. Try not to like do moon ones or like stupid things like that. Just more natural is best. But yeah, that is it. Someone was getting upset he couldn't use the room. Oh!